one's laughing now.
Hello and welcome to another random review. I am your host, Mr. Takashi, and we are looking at our very first Transformer review for the channel. Today's topic, Transformers Fall of Cybertron, Optimus Prime. Before I actually begin, I would like to thank Paul the Optimus for selling me this a couple months ago. If not for him, I wouldn't have this figure at all, because all my stores around me were sold out of this guy within 2 weeks of him hitting the shelves. All that were left were Jazz and Shockwave, so again, thank you, Paul. I'm giving a thumbs up here for selling me this figure. As we take a look at some of the detail on this figure, provided what my lighting will actually let us see, it's a nice homage to primary Optimus Prime colors with the red, the blue, and the gray, and of course a black gun. This gun is actually pretty neat. It pegs right here into the foot, which isn't bad. Rolls quite nicely if you got it transformed right. However, the one wheel here doesn't seem to be hitting the ground all too well. Anyway, again, this is a pretty nice Optimus figure. It's smaller than the War for Cybertron Deluxe Class Optimus Prime. I'm not really shocked. I mean, there have been budget cuts left and right for a lot of American toys lately, and this comes as no surprise. But then again, with every new Transformer thing that comes out, there is always a new form or mold. But it still retains the 6 exhaust pipes and the arms, which is not bad. But it's blockish, as opposed to the War for Cybertron figure, which was more rounded. I'd highly suggest you pick up the War for Cybertron Optimus before you pick this guy up, because A, he's bigger, B, he's better looking, but again, that's just my opinion. Let's go ahead and get this guy transformed. First, what you want to do is take this gun off. Next, you're going to take his legs and rotate them out and split them apart if you want, or whatever, and then just swing the whole body down. Now we're going to remove one of the cases. In fact, remove 2. Fold his feet out, like so, and stand them up. Next, we're going to take the front bumper and split it, and rotate the bumper to the underside of the arms. Next, we're going to fold the arms straight out, and turn them, and then turn the fist as well. And my guy is not really standing straight, but that's okay. Let me get him centered here for you. Once again, out, turn, and turn. And if you hear something in the background, that's probably my PS3 because I still have it on. But turn the arms back this way and then fold the exhaust pipes into his shoulders. There's a reason why I'm doing this. We're going to come around back here and push this gray piece in, which will fold the arms into proper position, and it will also fold out the head. I'm going to snap that panel into place, and there you have Fall of Cybertron Optimus Prime. Looking at this figure, it's not all that bad. Let's see if we can actually get him into better perspective here. He's got the Autobot symbols on the shoulders. That doesn't change for vehicle or robot. It's a nice Optimus, though the crown on his head is a bit tall. As you can see, well, my lighting won't let you. As you can see, the crown is pretty weird. But, again, it's a decent figure. You know, I'm not gonna lie, it is a decent figure, but I'd definitely pick up War for Cybertron first, before Fall of Cybertron. By terms of articulation, his head is on a pseudo ball joint, as in it can go up like that, and that's technically about its range of motion. Arms, you can kind of pivot out, and then swing back and forth. Swivel here at the bicep, and then bend at the elbow, and of course, you can also turn his hand, if you wish. He does have waist articulation, which is nice. Legs are on a ball joint as well, so you can, and then it's also on this swivel joint here, so it's not a bad double joint there. You can bend at the leg, and then his feet, I guess, have articulation as well. That's your opinion, though. And then let's take his gun, and plop it in his hand. Now, I actually like how that looks. It's kind of like the game, of which I have played and beaten. I suck at multiplayer, though. But, it's okay. The only real nitpick I have about the robot mode is every time you try to move the arms, the head wants to go back in. See? So, that's kind of the only real nitpick. But, looking at him from the front, it's actually pretty decent. And you can get some pretty nice poses out of him. I'm not going to lie, that's really a good thing about it. So, but there's no real change in detail other than the back, where you can kind of see wheels in there. Again, my lighting is terrible, but it's all I have, so deal with it. And then, outside of that, it's a really decent figure. So, in conclusion, is this worth the money spent for it? Yeah, I guess you could say that. It's not the best Optimus Prime figure out there, but it's certainly not the worst. This is by far, far from the worst. But, again, I'm actually putting the link for Optimus' review of this figure down in the comments, so you guys can actually see it in better light. I'm only doing this because, well, I want to try and expand the Random Reviews actual review status. You know, not limited to video games or music. Because, again, we're just starting out. I've got 3 guys that are working on a crap ton of stuff. And it's going to come out later. Probably starting next year. We'll actually start picking up. But outside of that, again, watch Optimus' review down here in the description. And then, outside of that, just subscribe, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter. Okay, I'm Mr. Takashi, and you have just been randomized.
No one's laughing now. I'm so innocent and you can't put a price on me. won't share this disarray. I won't pull these hands away. I need to be chosen, and my God, don't pray for me.